Hello, and welcome to the first Phoenix Flyer. It's February 29th, and I'm your host, Imaginary. Today I'll talk about what the purpose of the Phoenix Flyer is, touch on the details of recent discussions between LazCorp and the East Pacific, mention what's happening with the current developer elections, and finally, serenade you with a rendition of Let Me Go, related to the player Escade. Please enjoy! Over the years that I've played nation states, most government communication has shifted from the regional message board or forums to secluded Discord chats that aren't accessible to most in the region. While this allows officials to discuss topics effectively and securely, I think it detracts from the experience of the common player because the rich political background of the region is hidden from their view. The Phoenix Flyer is an effort to open a window into this hidden world so all can have a taste. My goal is that the broadcast helps teach the community of Lazarus more about the game and possible ways to interact within it. And I hope this inspires and empowers more players to become region builders and positive game players. If you want to know the technical reason behind the creation of the Phoenix Flyer, though, it's because a month ago a public relations deputy, Chenku, suggested making a periodic broadcast for the region. The idea intrigued me, but I wasn't sure where or how to start. However, after weeks of thinking about it, some moments of inspiration, and a bucket full of some fun effort, this is the result. And now for some interregional news. Marabuk, the delegate of the East Pacific, reached out to LazCorp multiple times last year seeking a treaty between our regions. Early this year, Public Relations Director Custadia, also known as McChimp, agreed to meet with officials from the East Pacific. At first, diplomatic progress was delayed due to the East Pacific's delegacy elections. Marabuk didn't want to be making agreements that a successor might not want to uphold. When Marabuk was re-elected, the talks were resumed. However, some occurrences in the East Pacific now made LazCorp wary of a treaty. Overseeing Officer Sakana of the Eastern Pacific Sovereign Army promoted Amin Old Man, Imam, to the position of senior commander. Considering Amin Old Man had infiltrated Lazarus and our ally Osiris before, this promotion to such a high-level position in the East Pacific was seen negatively by many in LazCorp and abroad. Furthermore, under this leadership, the Eastern Pacific Sovereign Army raided the region Slatos earlier this month with other militaries. Allowed to participate in the operation was Fidele, under the banner of Lone Wolves United. Just last autumn, Fidele attempted a coup against the East Pacific, so their decision to allow him participation in their military was viewed as questionable by many. LazCorp's PR director, Custadia, said in the ongoing treaty discussion regarding the events, "We think that these demonstrate a lack of the regional responsibility and interregional respect that we would expect from a prospective ally." In response, Delegate Marabuk informed Lazarus that the events had occurred without his or his vice-delegate's consent, and that they did not align with his administration's views. Actions were being taken to correct the mistake, and overseeing officer Sakana had resigned, and a replacement would be announced soon. This news has been positively received by LazCorp's PR team, and they are now considering a treaty with the East Pacific once again. Now for some more local news. The first LazCorp development team elections began on February 20th. Many nominees were put forward during the 5-day nomination period, and so far during the campaign period, 9 candidates have emerged. Mezuzia, Temi, Frankish Peoples, Dapio Giudici, Esonia, Freeshellian, Guinness Freaks, Sletho, and the Marsupial. Which 2 will become our first developers? Voting starts tomorrow. Be sure to read through the campaigns and debate responses of the candidates in the LazCorp region before casting your ballot. And good luck to all the candidates. Okay, are you ready for some music yet? For each Phoenix Flyer, I intend to end by talking about a particular player and singing a song related to them. Today, I'll be talking about Escade and how she has participated in nation states. Then I'll sing Let Me Go, a song that I first heard when Escade shared it with me. Escade recently retired from nation states, but led a long career, including a period as the South Pacific's delegate 6 years ago. Last year, she interviewed dozens of other players for her Gameplay magazine, and she's well known for aesthetic cultural events. The passion and creativity that have allowed her to do so much have unfortunately led to conflicts with others, and some view her as too pushy, emotional, or unempathetic. I think that while it's good to fight for what you think is right and work towards your dreams, it's also desperately important to consider how others will be affected by what you do and say. Before calling someone out harshly, consider if another approach to the issue would be more comfortable for the other player. It's not always possible to keep everyone happy, but I think taking a moment to make sure you're at least being polite while sticking to your principles is worth the effort. And now, here's my a cappella cover of Let Me Go, originally by Haley Stanfield and Alesso. You made plans and I made problems. We were sleeping back to back. We know this thing wasn't built to last. Good on paper, picture perfect. Chase the high too far too fast. A picket white fence, but we paint it black. Ooh, and I wish you would hurt me harder than I hurt you. Ooh, and I wish you wouldn't wait for me, but you always do. I've been hoping somebody loves you in the ways I couldn't. Somebody's taking care of all of the mess I made. Somehow you don't have to change. I've been hoping someone will love you, let me go. Someone will love you, let me go. I've been hoping someone will love you, let me go. It's been some time, but this time ain't even. I can't leave it in the past, but you're holding on to what you never had. It's good on paper, picture perfect. Chase the high too far too fast. To pick your white fence, but we paint it black. Ooh, and I wish you would hurt me harder than I hurt you. Ooh, and I wish you wouldn't wait for me, but you always do. I've been hoping somebody loves you in the ways I couldn't. Somebody's taking care of all of the mess I made. Somehow you don't have to change. I've been hoping someone will love you, let me go. Someone will love you, let me go. Someone will love you, let me go. I've been hoping somebody loves you in the ways I couldn't. Somebody's taking care of all of the mess I made. Someone you don't have to change. I've been hoping someone will love you, let me go. I hope you enjoyed today's Phoenix Flyer. If you have comments, concerns, or would like to assist with production, please get in contact. My Nation and Discord tag are in the description below. Thank you for listening to the Phoenix Flyer. It'll be back next week on Saturday.